In a land where rivers whispered to the trees and the forest sang to the wind, there lived a young hunter named Oba. His strength was known across the village, his courage respected by men, and his kindness loved by women and children alike. Yet, deep within his heart, Oba carried a silence, a longing that no one could see. Each morning, he ventured into the forest with his bow, not for glory, but to provide for his widowed mother, Mama F. She was his only family, his anchor, and his joy. But when the sun set, and the drums of the village faded into the night, Oba often found himself wandering to the river's edge, listening to the rushing waters, as if waiting for a voice he had never heard, yet always known. The elders often warned, "Beware the river at night, for it is home to the spirits. The water gives, and the water takes." But the call of the river was strong, and Oba could not resist its mystery. One fateful day, while hunting near the great river, Oba heard a desperate cry. A woman's voice, fragile and drowning. Without hesitation, he leapt into the raging waters. And there, he pulled out a woman unlike any he had ever seen. Her skin shimmered under the sunlight, her eyes glowed with sorrow and secrets untold. She called herself Nia. Though a stranger, her presence was familiar, as if the river had always carried her name to his soul. In her laughter, he heard the music of the waves. In her tears, he felt the weight of storms yet to come. Day after day, Oba returned to the river. There, he found Nia waiting. Their meetings became a secret, the hunter and the mysterious woman. They spoke of dreams and freedom, of life beyond the village, and of love that grew stronger with every stolen moment. Their bond deepened. They walked beneath the moon, they danced to the whispers of the night, and their hearts beat as one. But love, when forbidden, is both a blessing and a curse. The elders noticed. Whispers rose among the villagers. Who is this woman? Why does Oba smile at the river's edge? One night, Baba Kofi, the village elder, spoke to him. The river does not give without a price. Be careful, young hunter. The water that brings love may also bring sorrow. But Oba's heart was blind to fear. He had tasted love, and he would not let it go. Then came the night when Nia revealed her truth. With trembling voice, she confessed, "I am not like you. I am bound to these waters. I am the daughter of the river, a goddess of the current. My love for you is forbidden. If I continue, my people will rise in anger." Oba took her hands, his voice steady, his heart unshaken. "Then let them rise, for nothing can tear me from you." And with those words, their love was sealed, though shadows gathered in silence. The river grew restless. Storms raged, floods consumed farmlands, and sickness spread through the village. The people turned against Oba. "You have angered the spirits," they cried. But Oba stood firm, his heart chained to Nia. The spirits came to Nia in the silence of night. Their voices echoed like thunder in her dreams. "End this love, or he will perish. You cannot choose a mortal over your blood." Tears fell from her eyes, but love anchored her heart. She could not abandon Oba. Together, they made a plan to flee. To leave the village, the river, and the wrath of the gods behind. On the night of their escape, the moon hid behind clouds, and the river roared louder than ever before. As they ran, the water surged, and the spirits rose from the depths, cloaked in fury. They dragged near toward the river. Oba fought with spear and courage, but how can flesh conquer the endless tide? The spirit struck him down, his body bleeding into the earth. In his final breath, lying in her arms, Oba whispered, "Even if I return as dust, I will love you forever." And then, silence. Nia's cries shook the heavens. She clutched him, refusing to let go, her tears falling into the river, turning into pearls that glowed in the night. The gods watched. And though their wrath had been great, they were moved by the depth of her sorrow, by the purity of their love. So they made a decree: every year, on the night of the full moon, Nia would be allowed to walk the earth for a single night, to meet the spirit of her beloved Oba. And so it was. To this day, the villagers gather by the river when the moon is brightest. They tell the tale of the hunter and the goddess, of love that defied gods and men, of tears that became pearls, and a bond that even death could not break. And when the wind stirs the waters, and the moonlight dances upon the river, some swear they see them still, walking hand in hand, forever bound by love eternal. What lesson did you take from this touching story of love, sacrifice, and the power of the human heart? Thought balloon. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a like, share it with friends, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for more African folk tales, legends, and unforgettable stories. Until next time, stay inspired, and let the magic of stories live on.